Hi, I'm Jefu, and for the past 2 years, I have been running my clothing brand Code 111 out of my bedroom. I've made many mistakes throughout my journey, but there's a lesson in every mishap. And today I'll be kind of shedding some light on the most important lessons that I've learned throughout my journey so you don't make the same mistakes that I have. So, I just dropped a new collection for my brand's 2nd anniversary, as well as a site-wide sale on everything else. If you join the VIP list, you'll receive 10% off your first order. I got a restock on a lot of different colorways and the bunny tees in like vintage colors, and then $10 hats, 2 for $50 shirts, all kinds of deals. But yeah, let's get straight into the lessons that I've learned throughout my clothing brand journey. So first, take your time with every release and thoroughly plan out your drop and the content that you're going to create around that drop. When I first started, even recently, there's been a lot of drops that I feel like, oh, I just got to get this product out. I just got to get this collection out. So I end up just rushing everything at the last second and the drop flops. And that's just kind of how it goes when you don't plan things out properly. I recommend getting like a little notebook. I got this one right here, the little fat book. This thing is goated. It's like a mini notebook. I just write down all my plans for my content, my collection, everything in there. As I'm creating my collection, I kind of can plan out what is the content going to be, what is the world that I'm building around the content and my products, just so your collection or your product has more of a chance to connect with people and reach a wider audience. If you just put out your work and there's not really any content or there's not really anything going out to your audience, how are they going to know that your drop's going on? So having like 1, 2, 3 weeks to plan and promote and get everything ready for the drop before your drop actually happens is so essential. And this leads me into the second thing, batch recording a bunch of content beforehand. So there's been a lot of drops where I'm just kind of recording content as I go. And that's fine if you got the time, but I got a day job, I got a life, I got things that I'm doing with my friends. So I feel like having a day of the week, like say Monday, I go record 10, 15 videos for my content, right? I go to a couple little spots and just, set up a tripod, record some content. Then throughout the week, I can just be like, all right, I'm going to go edit, because editing the content is a lot easier than actually like going out and shooting it. So if you spend a day to just go out and shoot the content with different fits, different ideas, go through your book, all the things, ideas that you wrote down, and just kind of execute through those, it'll help so much. And you just got to kind of balance that consistency as well with quality, because you don't want to just spam out trash content. Don't just be shooting 15 videos of your product on the floor. Every video is going to look the same. People are going to notice and just see how low effort your content is. So you kind of got to be consistent, but also deliver some sort of quality with the content that you're putting out. For the third thing, I think this is very, very essential. You're going to want to start small and build up as time goes. I feel like everybody that's running a brand or starting up a new brand knows that they have that one product that's going to really sell, but then they decide to put out that one product along with like 5 other trash products. If you have 5 trash products surrounding that one good product, the 5 trash products are going to outshine that one good one. So it's better just to have that one banger product that you can just really focus on, push out content, and just try to get your audience to connect with that. Try to start with maybe 1 item, 2 items, and then as you go and sell more items, you can kind of reinvest that money to drop the rest of the items in your collection, right? So don't come out the gate dropping a 12-piece collection. It's not gonna work. You'll be sitting on product and you'll be very sorry, because you're gonna have to figure out ways to sell that product even if it's trash. Make sure you go out, get second opinions on your product, ask your friends, ask your family, ask random strangers, and you can even create content out of asking people how they like your product. You can kind of gauge which thing you should drop first. That kind of leads me into the 4th point, which is finding and understanding your target audience and your ideal customer profile. Streetwear is not a target audience. Streetwear is not your niche, right? Streetwear is way too broad. That's like saying my niche is fashion. Well, all clothes are fashion. Streetwear is like basically saying the same thing, because it's such a broad genre at this point. It's not really a niche. So maybe say you are more into like music. You can make a music brand. But even going deeper, you can make a country music brand, or you can make a dance music brand, or you can make a brand that's focused around collectors of a specific item, maybe like vintage toy collectors, and you can make pieces around that. I'm just saying random things, but you kind of want to find something that's super niche and super specific in the beginning, so you know exactly who you're targeting to, and you can be really specific with your ads and your copy and everything, just so you're not wasting money and throwing stuff around with a really broad piece. Like, don't go out here, go on TikTok and just copy these damn applique fabric embroidery pieces. I know you know what I'm talking about, right? Don't be dropping these 4-stripe, 5-stripe bands. Like, that shit is washed. So come up with something original and within a unique niche that you can really market towards. Find that ideal customer and just build off of that. That also kind of connects into world building. How does your product fit into that specific world for your target audience? How are you gonna put your piece into your customer's world? So say your ideal customer is like an LA fashion girly, right? Staying out in Silver Lake and Fairfax, vibing out, walking around. You're gonna kind of want to put your piece within that world in the content that you create. So go shoot content of her going to that cafe. Go shoot content of her drinking a coffee or a matcha, whatever, you know. Whoever you're marketing your brand towards, you want to kind of create a world around that. Every piece of content and every piece of clothing that you put out should kind of contribute to that overall world. If you have a piece that feels very random and it doesn't really make sense, it's just gonna feel like a cash grab to your audience. Like, put out a piece that you feel like you resonate with and you feel like your audience would resonate with inside of their world. If your audience sees a piece that they can wear in their everyday life doing their everyday things, they're gonna buy it. It's simple as that. If you have a lot of product, right, and you want to move this product, consistently attend IRL events and pop-ups. Meeting people face to face builds connection and it builds a strong community. You gotta hustle for those early sales, and sometimes online is not the move. Like, it's very hard to move product online. But every time that I've gone to an event or I put on my own pop-up, I move more product than if I just have my product sitting on my website and I'm putting out TikTok videos. If you get out in the trenches and you actually put in the work, you're gonna move way more product. I definitely recommend attending those IRL events and just hustling to get that money and those early sales. One thing that I still have to work on is collecting data, because I feel like this is something I've really lacked on. You want to try and collect as much data as you can, whether that's SMS, emails, surveys. The more SMS and emails that you have, the bigger that your list of customers can be. And that's kind of the foundation of your brand. You can send out your postscripts, your Klaviyo, spend a little bit of money to send out that blast, but you kind of know, like, these are customers that are gonna shop with you, that are genuinely interested in your drop. Even before you drop, I recommend just kind of trying to build up that SMS and email list as big as possible so that you can get those consistent sales and you can guarantee that you're gonna sell out your drop. You feel me? You also want to have a clean website. Don't put no damn enter page with a full animation. This is slowing down your website and it is decreasing sales. If I click on a link on Instagram or TikTok and I see the website got a full animation, I'm probably not gonna shop because that looks tacky. And also the website just loads super slow. So by the time I get to the product, I've already been on the website 15-20 seconds and I'm like, maybe I'm not gonna buy that. Just keep your website simple. Nike, Adidas, all these big brands, right? They got very simple and clean websites that lead you straight to the product, let you look at the product photos, on body, flat lays, and then you can decide whether you want to buy that product. And make sure you kind of have like Apple Pay, Google Pay. You want to have as little friction as possible for your customers when they're checking out on your site, because your marketing and everything else is what has sold them. So you just want to make the checkout process as easy as possible. Next, I kind of made a full video on this topic and the differences between pre-made and pre-order. Personally, I think pre-made is better 9 times out of 10, and you will avoid so many headaches just having your products in hand. This will also allow you to attend those IRL pop-ups and events. Having products on hand is always so useful. You can just have those products in the back of your car. I go out to a party, right? I meet someone new. They're like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm a clothing brand owner. I actually got some pieces of my car if you'd like to check out and support. I've literally made sales at random places and parties and events just because I got products sitting in the back of my car. Having that pre-made inventory at all times like truly helps you just keep yourself going out there and moving product, building that community. Also, you're gonna avoid people basically saying you a scammer in the comments, because I've seen so many brands fall flat on their face. Their comment sections are just full of, when's my product shipping? When's my product shipping? And it's been months and months. But when you're in pre-order, sometimes you have menus that are scamming, you have menus that are slow. So it just builds a lot of issues and trust problems with your audience, which just makes it so you're not gonna have as much repeat customers, which is a genuine issue because you spent all this time acquiring this customer and trying to get them to look at your page. And now they're not gonna wanna shop with you again because they don't think you ship and they think you scamming. This leads me into thoroughly researching and understanding the manufacturing process before you place a bulk, right? I have multiple videos going over the manufacturing process, how to create tech packs, how to talk to manufacturers. Before you start pushing out your product and so before you start trying to manufacture things, really go in there and try to watch those videos and just learn the process so you don't get wrecked, because menus will take advantage of noobs. Not all menus, some menus are good, but if they see a dollar sign in your eyes, they are going to take advantage of you. So do your research and learn from my mistakes, learn from other mistakes. There is so much valuable information on YouTube, whether that's from me or other YouTubers, that just lets you know the pitfalls of manufacturing and how you can avoid those things just to get out the gates and just have your launch go as smoothly as possible. Finally, the last lesson is just have faith and don't give up. Sometimes it will seem bleak and a lot of things will be going wrong and your drops are going to be failing left and right, but things will improve with hard work and consistency. So you just got to keep moving and working, learning along the path of the journey. I've been doing this for 2 years. Like, I'm not making bands and bands, but I've been consistent and I definitely have learned so much things that I'm going to be leading into this brand and my future brands. And y'all will see along the journey because I've been working on a lot behind the scenes. Have faith. Don't give up. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to support my dreams, I will link my brand and my shop down below. The website and sale will be closing soon. So if you want to support, now will be the best time. We're so close to 1K subs. So if you're new here and you like what you see, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below. Yeah. Later. I love y'all so much. Have a good one.